A bacterium living in a Japanese tree frog's gut just did something that's left cancer researchers absolutely stunned. A single dose completely eliminated advanced colon tumors in mice. Not shrank them, not slowed them down, obliterated them entirely. And every single mouse in the treatment group survived, whilst the control group, well, they didn't make it past day 30. Let's talk about why this matters. Published in the journal Gut Microbes, researchers at Japan's Advanced Institute of Science and Technology isolated 45 different bacterial strains from the guts of amphibians and reptiles. Japanese tree frogs, fire-belly newts, and grass lizards. Why these creatures? Because they have remarkably low cancer rates despite living in environments riddled with microbial exposure and physiological stressors. The team hypothesized that their gut bacteria might be providing anti-cancer protection, and they were right. Of the 9 strains that showed anti-tumor activity, one stood head and shoulders above the rest. Ewingella americana, isolated from the Japanese tree frog. This little bacterium achieved what modern medicine struggles to accomplish: 100% complete tumor elimination with a single intravenous dose. Now, I've been practicing medicine for over 3 decades, and I can tell you that when you see results like that in preclinical models, it makes you sit up and pay attention. Here's where it gets fascinating from a mechanistic standpoint. E. americana works through what the researchers call a dual action mechanism, and this is genuinely revolutionary. First, as a facultative anaerobic bacterium, it has a natural affinity for the low oxygen environment inside solid tumors. Within 24 hours of injection, the bacterial population in tumors increased by roughly 3,000-fold. But here's the remarkable bit. It showed zero colonization in healthy organs, none in the liver, spleen, lungs, kidneys, or heart. Once nestled in the tumor, it secretes cytolysins, toxins that punch holes in cancer cell membranes, directly killing them. But simultaneously, the bacterial invasion triggers a robust immune response. The tumors become flooded with neutrophils, T cells, and B cells, alongside dramatic increases in inflammatory signaling molecules like interferon gamma and tumor necrosis factor alpha. So you've got direct bacterial killing plus the host's own immune system joining the fight. It's like having both a precision strike and ground troops working in perfect coordination. The team compared E. americana head-to-head against current standard treatments, anti-PD-L1 immunotherapy and liposomal doxorubicin chemotherapy. The bacterial therapy didn't just perform well, it dramatically outperformed both. And perhaps more importantly, the safety profile was remarkable. Blood clearance occurred rapidly. The bacteria had a half-life of just 1.2 hours and became completely undetectable within 24 hours. Comprehensive testing showed no organ damage, no chronic toxicity over 2 months of observation. Even the inflammatory effects resolved within 72 hours. Plus, and this is critical from a safety standpoint, the bacteria remained sensitive to standard antibiotics, providing an intervention option if complications arose. Now, this is a preclinical research, so we're not talking about something available next month. But what we're witnessing here is potentially a paradigm shift in how we approach solid tumors. This isn't just another incremental improvement. This is a completely different therapeutic strategy that combines the best of both worlds: targeted killing and immune activation. E. americana represents a 3rd-generation bacterial cancer therapy that's expected to enter clinical trials potentially within the next few years. The broader context here is equally important. There are multiple bacterial cancer therapies now in development, from engineered salmonella strains preparing for 2027 clinical trials at the University of Massachusetts to bacterial vaccines showing promise at Columbia University. We're seeing a convergence of synthetic biology, immunology, and microbiology that's opening entirely new therapeutic frontiers. For patients with drug-resistant cancers or those who've exhausted conventional options, these developments offer genuine hope grounded in rigorous science. Sometimes the most powerful medicine comes from the most unexpected places. A bacterium from a tree frog's gut might just help us win battles we've been fighting for generations. If you find this fascinating, share it with someone who would appreciate good science making real progress. I'm Dr. Fergal Armstrong, and I'll see you soon with another dive into health research that actually matters.